Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm also going to talk about the big news of the day once again, because it looks like the SEC is going after Coinbase. The SEC has officially sued crypto exchange Coinbase. In the lawsuit, the regulator claimed that the exchange allowed traders and investors to buy, sell, and trade crypto asset securities. Now, in yesterday's video, when I talked about Binance being sued, I said you should not care. I didn't mean it that way. What I meant was you should not be worried about your investments because you shouldn't be storing your investments on the exchanges. But you should care about what's going on, because if Coinbase or Binance was to fall, it would be catastrophic to crypto, and it would set the crypto space back for quite a bit of time. And I think these lawsuits are going to go on for a long period of time as well. Coinbase CEO confident in impending court battle with the SEC. Coinbase CEO says they will get the job done in court against the SEC. And you know, Coinbase has the money to back a lawsuit. You know, they could fight this out for a long period of time, the same way Ripple has been doing it for over 2 years now. But again, even if you don't like Coinbase or you don't like Brian Armstrong, you should still be rooting for Coinbase and not rooting for the SEC. So Binance lawsuit, 61 cryptocurrencies are now seen as securities by the SEC. And there's the list right there. And XRP is one of them. But wait until Ripple wins against the SEC. And it's the only cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin to have regulatory clarity going forward. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in today's video. But I want to point out Algorand. That's a shocker to me. And I'm going to make a video on Algo today. But the other one is LCX. And I think it's because LCX poses a threat to Goldman Sachs. And I invested more into LCX because of Gary calling it a security. You know, everybody's so concerned about what Gary has to say. But you got to understand something. Gary is not going to be in office forever. He's not going to be the head of the SEC. And crypto is going to be here long after Gary is gone. Only utility will survive what's coming. Now take a listen to Brad Garlinghouse talk about 99% of crypto.
You're one of the front runners, but the thing is, are there too many of you guys?
You know, actually, I agree with you. I think there are too many. There are around 3,000 different digital assets that trade on a daily basis now. I think, you know, anytime there's a new market, there's a lot of people that run into that market and try to show that they can solve a problem, they can deliver a customer need. I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero. But there is that 1% where I think that is focused on solving a real problem for real customers and is able to do that at scale. And that's going to be game changing. And I think that's going to continue to grow significantly in the decades ahead.
You know, there's cryptocurrencies that pop up out of nowhere, and they look like they have a ton of utility, and people are really excited about them. And then guess what happens shortly after? Nothing. And I see it on network after network. You know, that's one of the reasons when I make a video, I show you the growth around these cryptocurrencies that I talk about, because it's important to see growth happen. You know, it's the worst thing you could do is invest in a cryptocurrency and you think it's a great investment, and all of a sudden your money gets trapped in there for a long period of time. Eventually, most of the time, you sell off at a loss because you see it going nowhere. That's why this space needs to be cleaned up. And I agree with Brad that 99% of crypto will most likely disappear. And we are going to be left with a handful of cryptocurrencies. And I think they're going to be these ISO coins that solve real world problems and have real world use case. And that's another reason why I make these videos, because I want to show you the growth. I want to show you how secure your investment is. Now, we don't need more digital currencies. We already have a digital currency. It's called the US dollar. Take a listen to Gensler.
There's a lot of question. There's 10 to 20,000 tokens. Actually, in the Coinbase complaint, we note that they have, through the Coinbase wallet, you can trade 16,000 different tokens. And there's a lot of debate as to the use cases and whether there's any there. Look, we don't need more digital currency. We already have digital currency. It's called the US dollar. It's called the euro. It's called the yen. They're all digital right now.
And that's what he's fighting for, the US dollar. You know, whenever you see Gary Gensler, and you hate this guy, I know you do, because a lot of you say it in the comments section, but he's not the guy you should be hating. It's the people pulling Gary's strings, the big banks, the anti-crypto politicians in Washington, the people fighting to keep the U.S. dollar alive. You know, I wish the mainstream media would just come out and tell the truth already. You know, let the American people know there's countries breaking away from the U.S. dollar on a daily basis. The BRICS is coming after the U.S. dollar. Also, while you're at it, tell them the truth about the banks, how the banks are not as safe as they try to make it seem. Because, you know, less and less deposits go in week over week, and that's going to continue to happen. People found better alternatives for their money. So 3 reasons why the SEC didn't mention XRP as a security in the Binance lawsuit. Now, this is coming from Eleanor Tourette. She says, she noted that she was informed by her legal sources that the SEC refused to include XRP in the list because the agency does not want to risk inconsistent decisions. Secondly, the SEC did not list XRP as a security in the Binance lawsuit since the crypto asset is already being litigated in its legal battle against Ripple. Per Tourette, mentioning XRP as a security in the Binance lawsuit could open up a potential discovery issue. Lastly, Tourette noted that if Ripple wins the ongoing legal battle, the ruling could weaken the agency's case against Binance in the eyes of the public, press, and Congress. But a lot of people are now arguing that the case is already done and Ripple has won. Other people are saying the case is over and the SEC won. Listen, it's not over until we get that big announcement. That's my opinion on that. But I think it was probably in the best interest of the SEC not to list XRP once again. Is Ethereum's reign under threat? XRP Ledger passes major test on way to prove it. XRP Ledger Labs has made a breakthrough in its efforts to enhance XRP Ledger and establish it as a strong competitor to Ethereum. Its most recent accomplishment involves the successful conclusion of a comprehensive security audit on the Hooks Amendment, a vital element that will expand the range of services available to users. Now, Hooks, I'm going to do a video just on Hooks one day because this is a great project. In partnership with cybersecurity firm FYEO, the cutting-edge framework underwent an external security evaluation. The primary aim of this audit was to obtain an impartial assessment of the overall security status of the amendment and identify any potential risk or vulnerabilities. The assessment was conducted remotely from January 31st to March 14th of this year. So according to West Wind, a prominent ecosystem developer, Hooks play a pivotal role in bridging the gap between XRP Ledger and Ethereum. This amendment allows for the creation of customized logic and automation within the core ledger, granting transactions increased intelligence and convenience. I think XRP Ledger will always outperform Ethereum. It's every single cryptocurrency now. It's the next Ethereum killer. We hear it all the time. HBAR looks like a great contender as well. Hedera, XDC as well. Casper is another one. But you know, a lot of these cryptocurrencies that we talk about on this channel can easily be the next Ethereum killer. People are getting fed up with Ethereum. They don't like the congestion and they don't like the fees. But again, Hooks is a great project. We're going to talk about that all in one video. I'm going to break down the entire project. So Mateko and GFTEN today announced their strategic partnership to offer institutional digital asset custody and tokenization solutions, allowing companies to embed digital assets into their operations. No wonder why Ripple was so big on Mateko, on taking control at Mateko, because the next step forward is tokenization. It's a lot of money. And you know what else tokenization does? It brings institutional investors into crypto. It brings enterprise into crypto. That's how big that actually is. And you know, again, every one of these ISO coins are tied to tokenization now. I broke down most of them in their own separate videos and talked about that because that is as big as cross-border payments. Blockchain gaming, play to earn, is about to change lives. So we see blockchain games are the most played for entertainment, but some developers within the industry think the games could eventually evolve into a form of employment where players can grind out a living wage. That's again why all of these cryptocurrencies are so big on GameFi, because it's the future. People are going to play games and earn at the same time. We see that talked about more and more. And it's no different with the XRP ledger. A lot of great GameFi projects there as well. Now I'm going to play this quick video for you from Swift. Take a listen.
When instant payments take off, they're going to take off so quickly in the country that you need to be able to scale rapidly and potentially using cloud. Because if you're relying on, standard, typical data centers, it's going to catch you out very quickly.
What it's actually going to do is price you out. If you are not holding XRP when this happens, you will be priced out so quick, you will be shocked by it. Because everything is going to happen fast. A lot of people think, oh, well, ISO became nothing around crypto. It's because we have not seen any value come from ISO yet. It's still getting built out. Everything's still getting put in place. Eventually, that is going to go live, and you better be holding XRP when that happens. You know, whenever somebody gives you a huge prediction on XRP, most likely because they see what I see, Swift integrating Ripple and XRP in the future. That's why I always said I can never tell you that $10,000 is not achievable, because I don't know. Nobody knows that for sure. Wait until we go on a full-blown utility run. Anybody who was ever talking about market cap in previous cycles, you will most likely never hear from them again. Because I think once utility takes over, it's going to be it. If you're holding crypto at that moment, you will become part of the new 1%. And you know, everybody thinks that can never happen. They can't envision it. It's not hard to see it though, because everything is coming together perfectly. You look at every single video I've ever done around these ISO coins and you could see them getting closer and closer to end game. You know, I just did a video on XDC. Digital trade is all the talk right now. They're also talking about implementing Swift and trade, and XDC will be part of that. You'll see XLM opening up on-off ramps all around the world, building out everything for XLM to flow in the future. Same thing is happening with XRP. You know, Ripple's out there making partnerships, opening up corridors all the time. Wait until everything goes live all at once. Then we'll see the true price of XRP. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.